So I've put this note in here. In your computations, you will deal with I just as you will with any variable, except for the fact that I squared equals -1. So what does that mean? So here's a typical problem, or maybe not. If we have something like we want to simplify 6i minus 7i. So just one way to say this is I have 6 i's and I take away 7 i's. What do I have left? I just have -1 I. Or if we had, you can think of this as a lot of ways. You could factor out an I and do it. So let's do it that way. Let's factor out an I. We have I, and what's left here? If we factor out an I, we have 6, and we factor out an I there, we have 7. So this is equal to I times -1, which is the same as -I. So this is a way, just a way to think about it as variables. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's do simplify. You can't do too many. Let's do -5i times -3i times 2i. So we're multiplying all of these together. What is this now? What is this product? What's this total product? Well, let's just rewrite some of these terms. Let's rewrite these terms in a way that we'll be able to see better. So the answer might jump right out at you, but this is a good exercise to do it this way. This is -5 times -3 times 2 times I times I times I, right? All I did was rearrange these terms, so now we can see -5 times -3 is +15 times 2 is 30. And what do we have over here? We can look for patterns, but let's just group. Let's group these two. I times I. We're going to leave that as I squared, and then we still have this other I over there, right? So here's my I times I, which is I squared, and I'm still left with this I. Well, like I said, in your computations, will deal with I just as you will with any variable, except for the fact that I squared equals -1. So let's rewrite this as 30. Well, we just said I squared is -1 times -1 times I. And this is really still a little bit messy, so let's rewrite this as -30 times I. So this is the simplification of that. Very simple, right? Very simple. I think a lot of students will just look at this and want to multiply right across and just keep track of the powers of I in their head, and that's not going to work very well. It could fail you. So let's try another one. Let's do one multiplication. We'll see what we get here. Multiplication. Now let's say the directions are multiply. 3 plus 2i and 4 minus 3i. Well, what do we say? When we look at this, we say, well, Mr. Steiner said deal with I just as you will with any variable except for the fact that I squared equals -1. Well, this looks like a foiling problem. So let's FOIL this out. We have 12, right? That's the first. The outer terms are -9i. The inner terms are plus 8i. And the last terms are, I hope I'm still on your screen, -6i squared. We're going to treat I like a variable except that I squared is equal to -1. So -6i squared is -6 times -1 which is positive 6. So let's put all these together. We have 12 plus 6 is 18, right? So that takes care of this guy and this guy. We have a negative 9i plus 8i. That leaves us with negative I. So that is our product of these two. More to come.